Marvelous. Hello, traders. Hello, everybody. My joy and pleasure being with you. Let's start the presentation, shall we? Everything I do in this presentation, I will be doing to educate you how Fibonacci can help your accuracy for entry, stops, and targets. Please remember everything I do and answer here for education purposes only. So how in the world did I come up with Fibonacci? Until 2008, I invested solely on fundamentals and indicators. In 2008, when market was collapsing, I witnessed very clearly that there was something drastically more powerful than indicators and fundamentals will ever be. This was a stock I was holding in 2008, Chesapeake Energy. When all the commentators on CNBC, when all the fundamentals analysts were stating company has solid fundamentals, why in the world sell the stock? The stock was crashing into oblivion. In 2008, I recognized very clearly that Fibonacci will override any indicator, any news, any fundamentals. In 2008, I started developing first strategy as nothing else was happening in the market except all the stocks that had solid fundamentals, all the indexes were crashing because Fibonacci reversal zone was reached across the board. We are very close to exact same levels across all indexes, as you will see throughout webinar. Chesapeake Energy went into free fall because Fibonacci reversal zone was reached. No surprise. First strategy was developed. Every single strategy you will witness throughout the webinar applies to futures, stocks, options, forex, ETFs, can be traded on any instrument, any platform, any time frame because every single price action pattern remains exactly the same. Here's exact same reversal zone on Euro 2014. Do you remember Euro at 3800? Euro went into free fall for exact same reason. Fibonacci reversal zone was reached. Identical formula, identical strategy, drastically different instrument, drastically different time frame. Euro collapsed until this support in 2016. There is a very good reason why this support is very bright pink. It is the most important support that always present across all instruments. This is where Euro rallied from. This is where Euro is now. Reached key Fibonacci resistance and went into free fall. Absolutely no surprise whatsoever. From key Fibonacci support 105 until crucial Fibonacci target. As you can see, drastically different time frame, drastically different platform, drastically different instrument. Euro right now at reversal zone struggling against exact same resistance, not going very far. And this is what I will show you throughout the webinar. Proprietary Fibonacci tool, and I will show you how you can use it on any instrument, any time frame, any platform you will choose to trade. And that remains constant. Exact same strategy, exact same Fibonacci tool. In 2008, when I recognized very clearly that Fibonacci golden ratio, which was discovered by Leonardo Pisano in 13th century, is what creates repetitive spirals and triangles which are present also in nature. This exact same patterns is what forms the markets. Time and time again, exact same trend inception that you see in seashell is exact same trend inception you will see next. What forms the markets? Fibonacci numbers start from 0, and if you add each subsequent number, it is what forms the next number. This is what forms the markets, this golden ratio sequence, which starts from 0. Fibonacci numbers drastically more powerful than non-Fibonacci numbers will ever be. This sequence what forms the markets. Market is Fibonacci puzzle, forming repetitive price action patterns, which can be capitalized upon in any markets, in both day trading and investment positions, no matter what you trade. Here's a reminder of the most popular stock in US. This is Apple. Apple reached exact same bright pink support as Euro had done. Do you remember Apple at 91? Do you remember that Apple came out with the worst earnings in 13 years? This is what I posted in 2015. This is what I announced at Hedge Fund Convention, that this is crucial support on Apple. I don't care about horrific earnings, or I know, all I can tell you, this is ultimate support. Rules are met. Take a trade. This is what Apple did. Skyrocketed from this key support despite worst earnings until this key Fibonacci resistance. Ultimate bullish rally. Worst indicators, worst fundamentals did not matter. The only thing that mattered, Fibonacci, time and time again. Apple rallied and more than doubled because Fibonacci support was respected. This is Apple recently. This is Apple at key support and key resistance. Apple came out with earnings again at this key support. This is Apple after the earnings. Looks familiar? Skyrocketed until 195. 181 ultimate Fibonacci resistance was respected for over 2 years. And that's what played out on Apple. And that's what plays out across all the instruments, all the time frames. Doesn't matter if it's Chesapeake Energy, doesn't matter if it's Euro, doesn't matter if it's S&P day trading chart from our trading room. Do you see this ultimate resistance that's been in a play on S&P the entire previous week at 27.95? This is what you use for your day trading short entries. Ultimate Fibonacci resistance. S&P collapsed and reached reversal zone, where S&P been rallying this entire week, previous 2 days. Identical formula, identical price action, all the same. Not earnings, not fundamentals, not indicators will tell you that. Only Fibonacci will. And that's the key to the method. Ultimate support and ultimate resistance for your entry and for your targets. Fibonacci is highly accurate predictive mathematical sequence to identify profit targets on any time frame, which are essential in day trading and long-term investment exits. Only Fibonacci can identify these exits far in advance of current price. Fibonacci retracements are key to FTI method. These retracements can be traded with only strict set of rules. Fibonacci retracements cannot be traded without strict set of rules. This is what will give trader ultimate accuracy for your targets, for your entries using any instrument, any platform, any time frame. Fibonacci Trading Institute utilizes our own proprietary Fibonacci tool and our own proprietary Fibonacci strategies. There are inherent problems with indicators, as the indicators look at how the market behaved after the fact. Indicators work by mathematically applying formula to a number of prior periods. Mathematical conditions must be met before indicator plots. Therefore, every single indicator on the planet is delayed. Every single indicator on the planet has nothing in common with Fibonacci, the only natural predictive tool in the market. Here's the example of your investment decisions. Here's gold. Gold at trend inception, 2015. Gold is struggling between this key resistance and trend inception, ultimate point of entry. This is what happens on gold. This is where gold is now. Reached key Fibonacci resistance, bright green line, gold selling off. Anyone surprised? Should not be. It is exact same identical formula as I had shown you prior on your day trading chart. Again, reminder, 5-minute, this week on S&P. Again, reminder of the reversal zone, identical formula as on gold in 2015. Identical strategy, it's all the same. What you choose to trade, absolutely up to you. Do you want to hold position 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, or 5 years? Choice is yours. Once you identify if day trading your cup of tea, or are you long-term position trader? That's the only difference. Risk management and trader psychology. Strategies remain the same. Identical across the board. And that's the market, traders. And that's how price forms. Fibonacci is not another indicator. Fibonacci is naturally predictive tool. Fibonacci is mathematical sequence, except no math skills are allowed. Fibonacci's tool can be used on any platform, any instrument, and any time frame. Here's the image of S&P monthly that's been present in the room for years. Here's ultimate Fibonacci resistance and ultimate Fibonacci support. Again, exact same bright green line that was determining if this correction is over or if market will go into free fall. Price respected this ultimate Fibonacci support. Again, this is the image from 2016. Does everyone see 2800 number in front of you? Is anyone surprised that that's what price did next? Because key Fibonacci support was present, which was also trend inception on weekly. Everyone remembers that 1800 number and ultimate Fibonacci resistance, bright pink line. Exact same formula across the board, just like on Apple. Price struggled for 6 months. Trend inception 1800 on weekly, correlating very clearly with ultimate Fibonacci support on monthly. Bearish correction is over. Bullish rally stepped in. Buyers picked up the steam, and when price broke through decision point 1, this is where market is now. In massive bearish correction at reversal zone. Everyone seeing this? What is holding this sell-off? Key Fibonacci support in front of you. And where have been buyers stepping in from? Ultimate institutional support. 2700 number for the previous few weeks. That's the market now. This is your investment decisions. And that's how you take advantage of Fibonacci for your entry, for your stop, for your target, no matter what you trade. The most efficient and the most profitable market entries occur at trend inception, which is what you saw on gold, which is what you saw on S&P. Our Fibonacci trading strategies with the application of proprietary Fibonacci tool identify key market patterns to trade at trend inception. Here is S&P this week. Everyone remembers this? Trend inception. Identical formula, identical levels. Rules are met, take a trade. Exact same identical structure as on gold monthly in 2016. The only difference, risk management and trader psychology. Formula remains the same. Once you recognize that, all you have to do is identify what's appropriate for you, your risk management, and your account size. And here's a basic principle that governs all the markets. Basic principle I teach in the course and will be teaching in Fibonacci Trading Bootcamp. Market moves in 5-wave pattern. This 5-wave pattern giving you ultimate point of entry at Fibonacci trend inception reversal zone. No ifs or buts about it, as witnessed in the trading room on this trade. 1-minute chart. Identical formula. As witnessed on oil. Do you remember this? Here's chart on oil. 2016 oil at Fibonacci reversal zone. This is oil now. Bullish rally took off. Oil sitting currently at 64 key Fibonacci support. Ultimate point of entry, wave 1. When oil was at key trend inception, identified months and years in advance. Rules are met, take a trade. Ultimate trend inception. No matter if it's oil monthly, no matter if it's oil weekly, no matter if it's S&P 1-minute chart, no matter if it's oil hourly. Do you remember extremely bullish news on oil last week, which is also what played out in the room this morning? Did that matter when Fibonacci reversal zone is present? Of course not. Fibonacci will override any bullish news as oil collapsed 350 points, reminding you, if trading on the news, earnings, fundamentals, and indicators worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It does not. The only thing that works is Fibonacci. And that's what played out in the markets. And that's what played out on oil. Everyone seeing this? If you could please allow me to see questions from the audience. I cannot see anything. I can only see organizers. I appreciate that. And that's a market. So, if market moving in counter trend move, you do not want to touch the market. your success rate drops significantly. You only want to wait for a point of entry at the inception of wave 3. And that's the key. You do not want to touch wave 4. You want to wait for trend inception at the market collapse at the end of wave 5. Agree? And that's the key. So this is a structure market repeats time and time again. It doesn't matter if you trade Nasdaq, it doesn't matter if you trade oil, it doesn't matter if you day trade S&P, it doesn't matter if you trade bonds, ETFs, stocks, or options. Choice is yours. What you choose to trade. Here's Nasdaq, here's identical structure, here's ultimate reminder. If you know where Fibonacci levels are, if you understand market structure, you can trade anything, any instrument, any time frame, any platform. As Nasdaq formed 5-wave patterns and price collapsed completely. Reminding you, you know the rules by a trend inception. Do not touch wave 2. Monitor for ultimate point of entry, wave 3, stay out of wave 4, and look for trend reversal at reversal zone. That pure and that simple. Fibonacci is a major buzz on Wall Street. As top hedge fund in US, one of the top hedge funds in the world based on Fibonacci. Renaissance fund founded by mathematicians James Simmons is quite legendary. I would highly encourage you Google and see what the fund is based on. Fund is based on Fibonacci only. And that's the key. And that's what you witness throughout webinar. So ladies and gentlemen, what you witness is Fibonacci applies to any instrument, any time frame, any platform. If you would like to look on your chart, as you would see very, very clearly that every single instrument, every single platform, every single time frame has exact same price action structure. I worked with traders from beginner to hedge fund manager in US and globally on various instruments with traders who have very different account size, with traders who trade instruments I've never even heard of on any time frame, any platform they choose to trade. Every single trader, different story. Every single trader, different account size. Every single trader uses different risk management, different hold time. And that's the key. What you choose to trade, absolutely up to you. I work with traders since 2011. Every single strategy completely proprietary. Every single strategy applies to any time frame, any platform. Every single trader trades charts from tick to range to minute to ETFs to stocks to options. Using proprietary Fibonacci tool, focus of the method on trend inception and trend reversal levels. Identical formula applies to all. So if you have any questions for me, pretty please do ask. As we're entering summer, some of the most exciting event of the year, Fibonacci Trading Bootcamp, will start on July 9th. I highly encourage you to review the website where you can learn proprietary Fibonacci tool and how to enter trade using pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. No software, no indicators of any kind. Pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. Nothing less, nothing more. All the same formula. Formula applies to any instrument, any time frame, and any platform you will choose to trade. So here's a couple of examples. Everything you witness throughout the webinar is completely proprietary. There is no such thing as traditional Fibonacci levels. So again, this was euro at key Fibonacci resistance. Everyone seeing this? Euro in pain. What euro did next is ultimate reminder. If you know where Fibonacci levels are, you would know extremely well. This is ultimate target. As absolutely no surprise what euro had done, collapsing completely. Until where? Trend inception, reversal zone. Doing exact same thing as every single instrument you witnessed throughout the webinar had done. As 1 minute chart had done. As S&P on weekly had done. As gold on monthly had done. Identical formula across all. Any other questions, please do ask. If no other questions, ladies and gentlemen, please visit FibonacciTradingInstitute.com, where you can review the information about course, where you can review the information about Bootcamp. As Bootcamp July 9th through 20th, included in the course fee, savings of $888 for new students only. Any other questions, please do ask. Another question about reversal zone, of course. Here we go. Here's FIT weekly before the earnings. FIT collapsed completely. This was FIT in 2016. Identical strategy. Here's GE daily at trend inception, just like S&P 1 minute chart you saw. Here's a reminder on what played out on Tesla. Tesla collapsed because reversal zone was reached. Identical formula on all instruments. Here's Bank of America in 2015. The rules are met, take a trade. Identical formula. No matter what you trade, price action patterns remain the same. The only difference, risk management and trader psychology. Strategy remains the same, time and time again. Nothing less, nothing more. So if you would like to visit the website, FibonacciTradingInstitute.com, never hesitate to contact me. All the information under Contact Us page and all the information about course under Learn. Thank you, traders. Thank you so much. for your time. Unfortunately, GoToWebinar has a conflict with Ninja. It starts flashing, so I cannot bring the charts in live markets right now. The flash between Ninja and GoToWebinar. That's the only reason I can project if I'm giving you slides. So if you would like to come to the trading room for the minimal fee, we can ask and do everything in live markets. As trading room open Monday through Thursday and will be open tomorrow, and I will gladly answer all of your questions. So please visit the website FibonacciTradingInstitute.com and never hesitate to contact me, but please review the information first under Learn, under Trade, under About. Thank you, traders. Thank you so much. Look forward to hearing from you. My joy and pleasure being with you. Let me give you the link so you can please post it to all the other students. As for whatever reason, it's not letting me do that. Again, traders, you can also sign up to our YouTube channel where you can witness videos going back many years. You can sign up, become subscriber to all the videos and receive them as soon as videos uploaded. If no other questions, thank you so much. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, traders. My joy and pleasure being with you.